make sure to recycle out there, you know what I'm saying? You would think by now I'd be a little bit more prepared when it comes to doing these videos, but yeah, man, I'm not sure where my other ashtray is, but it is what it is. It's your boy Deezy. Welcome back to Deezy's Gas Station, man, and today we got another episode of Thoughts from Above. Now, in this week's episode, man, I have been saving this episode just because this is going to be a category over a broad spectrum. I think that's the right vocab right there, but this is a very broad subject that we finna be talking about today. And you know it's gonna be some thoughts from above because, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you and the homies or you and the homegirls have, you know, indulged in some good greenery inside the car, inside your room, watching TV, and you just had a thought come across your head, right? And you like, man, what are we? Now, before we get deeper into that, I do got to say shout out to the gang, man. We is like 300 subscribers away from 30K subs, dude. It's going down, bro. 30K sub special, bro. It's going the fuck down, dude. But yeah, for my new people, welcome to Deezy's Gas Station. For my OG subs, you know, we back with another episode of Thoughts from Above for y'all today, man. I know this is one of the series that my gang has been messing with. We only dropped 2 episodes, you know what I'm saying? And y'all was loving it. And hopefully while I'm recording this, these Legos to my right don't end up smashed up or I move and they just fall over and then, but we gonna edit that out if it do. We done made it through a quarter of 2023. So down below in the comments, man, let me know how y'all year is going so far. Me personally, I feel like we doing real good over here at the gas station, you know what I'm saying? Pushing this content, staying consistent. And most importantly, we're smoking za. Y'all gonna see once we get about a fourth through this bleezy, this subject is finna go every which way. But on today's episode, episode 3, we got humans. All right, gang, we finna start this off by asking the simple question of what separates humans from animals on this planet. This is a question that I find myself asking a lot, you know what I'm saying, especially once we get medicated. But when you look at the overall population on Earth, and I'm not just talking about human population, I'm talking about all type of species, bro. It's all type of species in the ocean, on land. Look, land and ocean on Earth, that's 2 different things. That's another subject for another day because everybody knows, well, I don't know if you know, but me personally, it's a lot of stuff in the ocean and I'm not fucking with it. I'm just not messing with it. Now, yes, the ocean is beautiful, mighty beautiful. I'm not saying that. It's just a lot of species under there that, you know what I'm saying, we don't know about. But as far as we know, when you look at, well, you know what I'm saying, I think this is a known fact. But as far as the human population goes, bro, why are we at the top of the food chain? Because when you look at our anatomy, bro, we ain't shit. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, bro. When you sit here and just look at your hands, ball it up in a fist. This is your weapon. Now, you take this, right? Go your ass out to South Africa, and you go take that fist and square up with a line. That's going to be your last square up. I'm not going to lie. Now, I think that's a little too extreme because, you know, a line, that's a big-ass cat, man. But you take this, go against an elephant. You take this, go against a giraffe. You take this, even go against a chimpanzee, bro. If we going up against a chimpanzee, which I don't know if this is a fact, but I did hear this somewhere, we are 99% compatible in DNA with chimpanzees, right? In the comments down below, correct your boy if I'm wrong. But I know as far as Earth goes, chimpanzees and humans, or really any type of monkey and humans, they are the closest related. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no doubt about it, bro. I'm telling you, I was at the zoo the other day. Look, quick little story time. I was at the zoo the other day. Fam, tell me why in the chimpanzee enclosure. I swear to Moses. As we was walking over to the enclosure, and it's a big ass, you know what I'm saying, enclosure. I don't really like zoos at this point because it's just so sad seeing them animals in there. But anyways, we was walking over to the enclosure, bro. I look up. I see 4 chimpanzees. I swear to Moses. They in a circle, right? Tell me why I see bro like do some sort of sign language. It was some sort of sign language, bro. I swear to you. And he turned around, look at the other monkey behind him, hit that hoe, And then he sat in front of him, and the other monkey start doing his hair and shit, like, you know what I'm saying, spitting on his fingers, getting little shit out his head. But that's some pretty advanced shit right there. And that brings us back to the question, what separates humans from animals? I really do just think it's this brain. Skill-wise, even survival-wise, we ain't as fit, especially the modern day human now with all this technology. We used to air conditioning, heaters, all type of shit, you know what I'm saying? Lights that light up at night. Niggas used to just rely on the moon. The moon used to be enough for niggas, but you see how humans is. We get to thinking and shit. We like, man, what if it was just a little brighter outside at night? You feel me? Then we would just call it light. You know what I'm saying? Night, light. You feel me? But yeah, basically what I'm trying to say is the human species as a whole has flooded out the earth, and that's just because of our brains, bro. Our brains is constantly focused on something bigger and better. Even nowadays, we constantly looking for some shit to help us be. This is what I truly believe done happen with humans, bro. It's just in our nature to naturally be more lazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, just think about it. The vacuum came out. Next thing you know, humans inventing vacuums that you don't gotta hold. You ain't gotta touch nothing. The vacuum automatically vacuum up your whole house. You ain't had to do shit. That is a perfect example of, you know, us using our brains to be, I won't even say more lazy, but just to have the job of doing something easier. That goes with all technology. Just because technology was invented for that shit in the first place, just to make our lives simpler, right? But you throw any one of us watching this episode right now out in the middle of nowhere, out in the middle of the desert, or it don't matter, any biome where there's no population, no other humans for miles and miles and miles, and just tell niggas to survive. I believe over half of the human population would probably, you know, die. But then again, as I'm sitting here, like I said, fourth of that bleeds it gone. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's thoughts from above, baby. As I'm rising up, the thoughts, they coming to me, you know what I'm saying? But all in all, on this planet, bro, the only thing that gives us the advantage is literally our brains, as well as our thumbs. Ladies and gentlemen, I do want y'all to realize these things right here, very valuable. Very valuable. If a lot of other species had thumbs and shit, bro, you know how critical that would be? Like, we would probably drop in the food chain at least by like a couple, like specifically rats and mice, just because they population and shit, I believe, is way more than ours. I know at least they can reproduce way more than we can. Like, what human woman have you ever seen give birth to 30 babies, 40, 50, 100 little mice babies at once? But if rats had thumbs, it'll be over with. Cats, let me tell you something about cats. Any feline, you know what I'm saying? Specifically house cats, I'm telling you. This is why I'm a dog person too. This is a little off subject, but when it comes to cats, bro, I'm gonna be real with you. Them niggas is dangerous, bro. House cats, they dangerous. If they had thumbs, bro, it'd be over with. The way they just be sitting there looking at you, just stalking you. Yeah, nigga. Clean that litter box, nigga. Yeah. But now that I'm thinking about it, how I said over half of us would probably die, that's a little, I feel like that's cap too. I feel like without technology, and if we had to go back to, you know, times before all of this shit, of course we would have houses and shit. Everything technology, air conditioner, heating, this light, cameras, phones. We kind of wouldn't have a choice but to survive. We would have to go back into that survival mode. Mind state. Eventually we would develop technology again anyways. That's just in our nature. That's really what I truly believe separates us the most from animals. Like, nigga, why are we the only species? I'm pretty sure we the only species. I truly feel like we are the only species that sits here and has the capability to think, why the hell am I here? Why am I here? And it's evident in everything that we're doing, especially with this space exploration shit. You know what I'm saying? Just little shit like that. You don't never see no monkey. You don't see no giraffe. You don't see no ferret just wake up one day and be like, man, what the hell is outside of this planet? Let's go explore some other shit. They just don't have that consciousness. I don't even think it's that brain capability, because I'm not sitting here saying animals is dumb. Animals are not dumb. When it comes to getting the job done and surviving, they gonna do it at all costs because they ain't got no choice. But I could pretty much speak for every human when I say we don't have to survive no more, man. At this point, we are truly living. We don't have to survive no more, man. We not outside. We can sleep 8 hours. We ain't gotta say, hey, bro, you stay up for 4 hours, bro. I'm gonna close my eye 4 hours, then I'm gonna wake up. I'm gonna watch for 4 hours, then you go to sleep for 4 hours. We just gonna switch off through the night, man. You never know, because a big ass bear can come sweep our ass out. Now, in this next phase of the episode, I do want to touch on our anatomy. Of course, this is definitely a thought from above, but have y'all ever just sat here and thought, where did we come from? Where did we come from? Now, hear me out. Down below in the comments, I need all my gas station gang members. Y'all leave any type of crazy off the wall conspiracy shit that y'all think we came from. Now, for my religious people, bro, please, this is just thoughts from above, baby. You know what I'm saying? We highly medicated right now. And the thoughts are just flowing. So, I know in religion, supposedly, the one true almighty, higher power, whatever you want to call him, refer to, he made man and woman. That's cool. We all know that story, Adam and Eve. But that's only one religion. That's Christianity. You know how many religions it is out here, which is why I just say the higher power. Because in all religions, it's one top dog, one, you know what I'm saying, whatever you call them. But we going to put the religious stuff to the side for a second. You know what I'm saying? Hear me out. Hear me out. This is one of the most talked about hotbox subjects me and the homies talk about all the time. What if we're aliens? Hear me out. Hear me out. It sound crazy. Some shit, you know what I'm saying? I don't even know I'm supposed to be talking about no shit like that, but hear me out. What if we are aliens? Because everything we done talked about this episode is making me think more and more we are aliens. Because it makes zero sense. You telling me we the only species on this planet that done came up like this? Like, just check me out. I got a microphone right here. You know what I'm saying? It's taking my sound in, spitting my sound out through the camera. Yeah, there's some gas. But I do want y'all to really think about this, man. Just really sit here and think about it. Now, you see here, this is why I said at the beginning of the video, this is going to be a very broad spectrum. Because really, when you just look at the human population as a whole, especially right now, I do know some places are not as blessed as, anybody in the U.S. because everybody in the U.S., no matter if you from the hood, no matter if you from the bottom of the bottom, you know what I'm saying? Unless you homeless, bro, in the U.S., you really do have access to a lot of shit that people in other countries do not have. Shout out to any of my other country gang members, man. But us as a whole is becoming more and more technology based. You know what I'm saying? We're just basing everything off technology at this point. And the way it's looking, eventually on this planet, we probably gonna be our own downfall. Now, of course, I do want to save all, the alien talk for another episode on Thoughts from Above. But real spiel, dog. It just seems like, in modern society, at least, especially nowadays, man, we are more focused on shit that don't really matter. That's another thing that we got to get into, especially with humans. I want everybody to realize we are the only species on planet Earth that, pays to live. You get what I'm saying? Like, and at that, we're paying with something that, has value on Earth if you're a human, but if you're not a human on Earth and you some other species out here, bro, you don't give a damn about no piece of paper, no chochos, no money, no green, whatever you want to call it, the bread. That's another thing that has become like one of our main problems in society, especially as humans, just because money separates everybody. So you got people with less money on one side, you got people with some good money, but you know what I'm saying, ain't the most in the world. That's your middle class. Then you got people who living in just, 18 bedroom houses and it's only 4 people that live in their house, but you know what I'm saying, they need all the extra space for some reason. But you really can't blame everything on money because, at the end of the day, everybody do have the same 24 hours. But all I'm saying is the opportunities, man, they definitely not the same for everybody. Everybody does not get the same opportunities. And that's what we done caused a lot of our own problems. You know what I'm saying? Especially with the money shit. Humans is just, we make our own problems and then we make something to solve it. But by making something to solve it, we cause even more problems with the solution we came up for the problem in the first place. If you following me, I don't know. I might be too side out for y'all, but ladies and gentlemen, we are the only species on Earth that has to pay to live. You know what I'm saying? At first, I do get the concept of money. It was a mighty good concept at first. You know what I'm saying? It's just the simplest form of trade because, once we all turn into more modern humans, as you see today, pretty modern, bro. Back then, the modern thing to do was to farm, bro, or to go hunt or to go gather, man. You just had to survive back then. That's why I say humans really done became a little bit lazy. Cause you got a lot of people now like, man, hell nah, man, I ain't doing shit. I don't even want to go to the store to get nothing to cook. I don't feel like cooking. I'm finna go to McDonald's, boy. I'm finna go pick up my food. Now, money does also tie into our overall focus here on Earth as well. Just because everybody is focused on money now. How I'm finna get this money to do this. How I'm finna, get this money to pay my bills. How I'm finna get this money to take a little trip. That's majority of people's mindset now. It's not really about surviving. Surviving nowadays is getting up in the morning, hitting that little bleezy, then going to work. You know what I'm saying? The typical work 9 to 5. Ain't nothing wrong with that, bro. I'm not saying anything is wrong with that. Even for the entrepreneurs, bro. Y'all wake up every day, probably check your emails, got a list of what you got to do today, shit that you got to complete today. Everybody is out here doing something for money, hopefully. Now with humans, a big thing that over the last about 15 years, man, the big thing that has came into our world is social media. So that's changed the game as well. People aren't only doing shit for money no more. They're officially doing shit for clout, man. It's sad to see, but I literally see it every day. Somebody on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Snap doing some ridiculous goofball shit for the views. It ain't even for money. It ain't like they getting monetized from the views or they making some chochos off it. It's just strictly for the views. Like, I want y'all to realize something. Let's go down the timeline real quick with humans, right? This is why I said shit just getting weirder and weirder just because niggas is doing something for that viral moment. Now, if you one of them niggas, hey, do your thing. I ain't saying nothing wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? If you got a plan to do some stupid shit, and, you like views, you like clout or whatever they call it, good stuff. But now another thing I do want to touch on in this episode is something that's been on my mind lately a lot. Everything that is established that you know of today in 2023, all the countries, the lay of the land, Europe, Asia, United States, Africa, Australia, Antarctica, Canada, all of South America, everything was pretty much established by war. Some more human shit. You know what I'm saying? Human shit, just you want more and more, and when you can't have it or somebody's in your way or something's in your way, you usually get them out of the way, bro. And that just goes to show you it's always been in our nature. Now, y'all remember when I said what separates us from animals at the beginning of the episode, but one critical piece of technology that we have not mentioned in today's episode is what really set us apart from every other animal and just gave us the biggest balls out of all the species on Earth is them guns, them scraps, them, you know what I'm saying, whatever you want to call it. But when the gun was invented, bro, that shit was a wrap. Everything was a wrap, man. Couldn't nothing stand in nobody's way. Once that bullet, that gunpowder, that gun, all that was invented, it was over with. It allowed humans to take down shit that was 20 times their size. Now, of course, we always done had weapons, you know what I mean? The bow and arrow, pretty good, but, I'm sorry, ain't nothing like that gun. Especially the guns nowadays. They got all type of just unnecessary shit. They got guns that's gonna shoot a 60 clip round in 5 to 10 seconds at your ass, man. It's ridiculous. But the gun is one human invention that just leveled the playing field for everybody. And that goes into even war. When war and shit was going on heavy throughout all of human history, you look at human history, bro, it's nothing but war. Which is sad, but, it's kind of what reminds us of Yeah, we might be thinking we're so evolved and technologically advanced. Holy shit. Technologically, technologically. But yeah, that word advanced. But at the end of the day, war is something that shows us that we are still an animal species, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget that. Just because we are, we got languages now, we can understand, we can communicate to each other. You know what I'm saying? We got laws established, so you can't just go out here and do no crazy. I mean, you can't do some crazy shit, but you probably gonna get locked up and shit. You know what I'm saying? But no matter how far we come, I need y'all to remember we are animals. So, war is messed up, but at the end of the day, it's something that is a part of history as well as a part of human nature. I do strictly believe that's a part of human nature, especially when it's any type of conflict, you know what I'm saying? Which in the animal kingdom is normal. You know what I'm saying? You got a pack of male lions coming over into some other territory against some other pack of male lions. Guess what's gonna happen, my nigga? It's gonna be a whole bunch of line on line action going on. A whole lot of paws and scratches, bites to the face. But when animals do that, it's okay. It's viewed as, the animal kingdom, man. It's the food chain, bro. It's just what happens. Now, honestly, that just comes down to your empathy factor. That's what a lot of humans, especially nowadays, we done developed the empathy, man. The empathy is just feeling bad for a person that is going through something. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say this, at least every normal human being, normal, brain human being out there should have some form of empathy. Like when you see the homeless nigga on the side of the road, he could be doing crack or doing whatever type of drug with that money, or he could just really be trying to get some Mickey D's, bro. But when you see him, bro, it always is that thing in the back of your head, like, damn, bro, it's hard out here, man. Fuck, I feel bad for bro. Or like, for instance, a lot of shit that's been going on in the world is, more and more rappers and entertainers, specifically black artists and shit out there is just, wrong place, wrong time, dying left and right, bro. And certain people out here in the world, especially if they're supporting anything that you doing, they gonna feel some type of way. That's just empathy, man. It's some shit that's just in us, man. It ain't on us. Now, all animals do feel a form of empathy, I do believe. Not every animal, but it is a lot of animals out here who can feel some sort of empathy. I know specifically elephants, you know what I'm saying, when they little youngins or anybody in the pack dies, bro, they usually mourn and shit. Fun fact for y'all, when I was back in college, I was a wildlife biology major, so man. But yeah, it's just messed up out here, man. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, back to the subject of money is the reason for a lot of shit. You let them aliens come down here. Aliens gonna say, nigga, $1 million. What I'm gonna do with this? I'm side up. Now, I do know Thoughts from Above, this series is kind of new to the channel. I have said this in past episodes, man. We doing this series strictly for them hot thoughts, for them thoughts from above that just cross your mind. Whenever you just, hitting a bleezy or whatever, and them thoughts just start elevating and you get to thinking about some deep shit that you might think is deep. It's really not that deep, but it, at the time when it's out, it's deep. Pause. There's a whole lot of deep action. In most of these episodes, man, you gon' find that the conversation goes every which way, and that's okay. Now, if you haven't hit them post notification bells, you might want to hit them, man, to stay tuned on the channel, because we do have a couple more Thoughts from Above episodes coming out just because I am behind on uploading. Subscribe and like the video. Before we get out of here, like the video. Like I said, leave your thoughts on the question that I left y'all with. And as you can see, perfect timing. Oh, and ladies and gentlemen, 300 subscribers away from 30K subs. By the time I get this edited and ready to drop, we'll probably be at, like, you know what I'm saying, about 250. I say about 250, 200 subscribers away from 30K. So with that being said, you might just want to get ready for that 30K sub special that we got coming to the channel. Oh, no, I gotta say that doobie. But much love as always, man. I appreciate everybody tuning in to these videos, constantly showing your boy some love. And dude, we're gonna keep this thing rocking, bro. We're gonna keep it rocking, bro. Surf's up, dude. You know the vibes, man. Yeah, it's extra foggy in here, man. I can barely see the camera right now. That's how you know that wood. If the wood ain't leaving the room foggy, man, you might as well just not roll it. It's your boy DZ. Signing out of DZ's gas station, man. I hope y'all enjoyed this episode 3 of Thoughts from Above. Everybody stay safe. Everybody stay medicated. And the earth will be a better place. Oh my gosh. That's a bar. We out of here, man. And it's just like that. Oh. We're going to take a little tinkle, dude. It's time to go.